Oh, it's been too long.
Oh, yeah. What the fuck is up, motherfuckers?
Oh my god.
Welcome to the Cool Girl and Party Time podcast. Featuring your hosts,
Cooker
and Party Time. What up, y'all? It's been like way too long since we done this.
Yeah.
Ran into a couple problems with some technology a couple weeks ago. And by technology, I mean technology and also my body, my human body.
Human body.
Yeah.
I lost my jewel already.
I have no idea, babe.
It is during the day again on a Tuesday.
Yeah, we got the windows
We've got
open.
a Malky screaming.
She
little
sounds like
whiny,
a
whiny. Good
seesaw,
girl.
like a rusty
Yeah.
seesaw.
She is a rusty seesaw.
So,
She's just
welcome
comfy.
to the Cool Girl and Party Time
Party
podcast. I believe this is episode
Episode
20.
18.
Wait, no, it's 19.
19.
It's definitely 19
18,
or 20.
19. 17.
It's not
18.
No.
It is 18.
Didn't we do 18?
No.
You sure?
Yeah. Because I just did the thumbnails.
It's episode
It's
18,920.
18, 19, or 20. Whatever the fuck one it is. Sorry, my throat's a little dry.
So, we've been pretty busy. I've been healing.
Updates.
Yeah, so
Randy's toe's fucked up.
my toe, I got hammer toe because I wore too small of fucking shoes.
I'm gonna have to share that with you. Thanks, love you.
Yeah, I love you too. I don't know what I was even
Yeah, he
talking
got
about.
hammer toe, and he was like gimping around, and it's like, what the fuck is going on? And it was like really bad. We went to the doctor and I saw x-rays, and I was just like, oh my god, this is like not even a fucking joke.
Yeah,
I didn't
so-
even know it existed.
If my foot is like this, my one toe is basically like that. It's like off to the side. So I have this little weird clitoris looking thing I have to wear underneath
It
of
is. It's so weird. It's like feels. It is like a little clit.
And yeah, so I gotta wear this thing all day at work and whenever I wear shoes, basically.
It's fixing his toe.
It is fixing it. I'm getting used to it. It hurt like a motherfucker when I put it in at first.
It's
so
like braces
there's that.
for your feet.
I've been really kind of tired lately because I've been working my butt off.
Not really. I mean, I think you've been
Yesterday.
less tired. Well, that's because we stayed up literally 24 hours on Saturday, and he had a gig.
I had a gig and my class.
And a class, yeah. So like he's busting his ass. Of course, you're tired.
I'm trying.
But I mean, yeah, you needed the sleep yesterday, and Sunday we cleaned all day, and
Yeah.
that's
The
exhausting.
room looks fucking dope.
Yeah.
Everything's really clean in here. Nice job, cool girl.
Thanks.
I really needed a woman's touch. I hate clutter, and I had a bunch of clutter. So, Malky, stop. It's
Yeah, that's
okay.
not gonna happen.
She just wants to talk on the podcast.
Malky talking?
So yeah, but
Oh,
things
I
are
got
going good.
an electric kit.
She got an electric
And
drum kit.
I'm finally going to start drum lessons with Alaulu, which is something that we've talked about for a while, but it's finally actually happening. And on something really cool, I was really proud of myself. But when he was playing at a show on Saturday, the drummer, Paul, he was like, he knew we were learning.
I'm letting the dog out.
Okay. He knew that I was like learning the drums. I talked to him about it, but I played on his kit for a minute, and I was like nervous as shit because it's like, I don't know this guy, but I'm really proud of myself, and I just want to give a shout out to Miles, my drum teacher now, because he's really, really, really helped me with so much, and also Randy, because since the beginning of this whole musical journey of mine, he's put me in front of people, and it's really, really cool. And I feel like my confidence is definitely going up. I can finally like understand music a little bit more, and I want everyone to know about my musical journey because it's important that I document it for myself. But
And for up and comers.
yeah, it's seriously like if you've ever wanted to play
It is.
music, just do it. What do you mean up and comers?
Like people that are also new, people that
Yeah.
like lack confidence, and even I feel like,
And the cajon?
you know, I feel like everyone always looks at experienced musicians and thinks, oh well, like something about them, nothing about them is new, but like that's just a lie.
Yeah.
Everything is always fucking new to me.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I mean, I remember a period of time where all I did was play. Like, because I was teaching at the rock school, and I played for fucking 7-8 hours a day. And even then, I mean, I was picking up the bass, and like sometimes I could pick it up and just slay. Sometimes I couldn't, and I had to like work at it for like an hour, and then I could like do something. But like if you're always just trying something new, and I mean, you're getting thrown really into some deep water.
Yeah.
And you're swimming really good. So
Thanks.
Yeah.
I'm pretty proud of myself. In a way that's like, I've always wanted to do this, and like I'm fucking doing it, and thank you so much
you're welcome.
for like supporting me with this, because I want to play with him eventually. Like,
well, we can play together soon too.
Well, we jam, but like, I mean, I really want to like make money with you and play.
Oh yeah, I want to do that too.
That won't be for a while, but
no, well, it'll
come.
Don't count it out. Don't count it out.
I'm not counting it out.
I'm
you know,
saying
I'm fucking good.
Don't
Fuck
be like,
everyone.
oh, it's gonna take like 3 years.
I've got the rhythm. I don't have a timeline.
No,
I don't have a timeline for it because
you can't.
Because honestly, it's
With
like
music, you just can't.
however I progress is how I progress, and like it's just gonna take me getting on stage. It's gonna take me going and doing like an open mic, and just putting myself out there, which I'm confident I can do because of not only people that are in the class, but because I like pushing myself in that way. And it is scary. I mean, I was on the Cajon when Randy and his brother were jamming out, and that was even
On
like
Friday.
strange. There was people around, and I was like, whoa.
Some people you didn't even know.
Yeah, and I'm like, oh my god, like I felt kind of silly because I'm just like, I don't know, but like it was cool. It was so fun.
Isn't it fun jamming with other people?
It is, and it was so cool to be in between even Tyler and like watching him being a part of it. It's just, I like it, one, because I don't have to talk to a bunch of people, but two, because I feel like I'm involved. Like, it's fun to be entertainment. Especially with you guys.
And not only are you involved, but like, you know the job of the drummer.
I do.
And you do it pretty good for someone new, who normally, new people are just like, they're just like, as soon as they learn how to do a drum fill, that's like all they do. They forget that there's even a beat involved.
No, I really think, well, Miles.
No offense
really
to people. It's just, I've taught so many of them, and 99% of people don't get the job until they're years in. You know what I mean? Like the role, not the job. That's a wrong word, but the role of like, especially like bass players, bass players who play guitar before always just kind of take a little solo instead of playing the bass part.
Oh, it's crazy.
And,
you can't do that. You
can. You just have to know how.
You need to know how to be a bassist.
To me,
hold it down.
there's always different scenarios too. When you're in front of an audience, it's completely different. If you want to keep your audience, keep booty shaking. And to do that, you need to be the rhythm. Like,
Lay
you can't be like,
down.
like on the high part of the neck, like.
Yeah.
I remember training young Owen on that, and I was like, man, you show promise, dude. Like, but you play too many high notes. It's a bass, man. Like, you gotta fucking play that shit low.
Bass.
Everybody likes the bass. Everyone on Earth is obsessed with bass. And if aliens came here, they would be so weirded out. They'd be like, why do you guys love all these low frequencies so much? But anyways, so yeah, found a new gig. Playing with Chris Timbers.
Amazing.
So much fun.
So epic.
So chill.
So awesome.
So super chill. He gives me like 80 fucking solos, and he doesn't care how long I take on it.
That guy's a fucking pro.
Yeah, shout out to Chris Timbers.
And seriously, like, what a good guy.
Yeah, super down, super chill. Yeah. He's a nice person, and that's fun. Hopefully I'll have one more show with Garrett, and then I'll do some other stuff.
Yeah.
Find some other stuff. I've actually finally started writing again.
I know. I'm so excited for you.
Yeah.
That's all I wanted.
Yeah, I know.
Just to watch you write.
All right. I want to watch you write too, though.
I do a little stuff. Remember, I made a little drum thing.
Yeah, you did make a little ditty.
I made a ditty.
A P Diddy.
P. Diddy can't touch this.
No, he can't.
I want to be a badass girl.
I met him
drummer.
one time at a benefit thing I played.
Oh my god, this chick
Some
came up to
government
us
function.
on Saturday. Sorry for interrupting you.
Yeah, it's cool. My P Diddy
That's
story
kind of
isn't
cool,
that cool.
actually. I'm really sorry. That's really cool. Did you actually play with P. Diddy?
I didn't play with him. I met him.
Oh.
Like I was a fill-in for a band that played this like government function thing somewhere in DC a long time ago, and while we were there was all these celebrities there, and P Diddy was one of them, and he came up to the band and thanked us all for playing.
Oh, that's sweet.
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
Cool, nice. That's awesome. See, like, connections are wild. We were on Saturday. This girl like came over with super mushy mouth.
Oh my god, dude!
Just letting you know, like,
she was like,
fuck was that girl even?
That's what I heard.
She was touchy too. I'm like,
she was
man,
so drunk.
what is up with? Look, okay, don't
boundaries.
Yeah, don't like. Why?
Fucking boundaries, dude. I don't know. People just feel this like comfortability, especially when they're on a substance. You know what I mean?
That bitch was fucked.
I've noticed
dude,
that.
I don't care if I'm drunk. I'm not touching you unless I know you.
Them.
Yeah.
Not us. We're cool. Girl and party time.
Birthday.
But
it was just funny.
yeah, I mean, it's funny to a point. I hate when people get too close. Like so close you can like smell their breath.
Yeah, and she
and
was.
You don't even know them.
You just like slowly came towards me like, you talk to her.
I did?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Like you
well,
were like,
Chris kind of did that to us.
yeah, he did.
Was like, oh yeah, right.
Bye.
This is okay. See ya.
He did. He was like, yeah, I'm not doing this right now.
Yeah, I could see it on his face. He was just like,
I'm not doing this.
I don't know what this bitch is saying.
Yeah, and I mean, that guy works his butt off. Like the last thing he wants to do is like on his break.
Same.
Is talk to Mushmouth.
Same. I don't really want to talk to many people at all.
Me either.
It's cool. Like, it's cool, but some people just they don't have boundaries. Like they, especially drunk people at a show like that.
It's crazy.
And I mean, I'll be chill. There has been some points where I'm just like, dude, can't you see I'm trying to take a minute right now?
Right.
You know, like I don't need you asking me 100 questions that honestly you are too fucked up to even know the answer to.
Right.
Like even if I tell you it.
And you're not going to remember any of this. And stop touching me.
Yeah, that's another thing. When someone's like, oh, hey, great job.
I do not like when people touch me. And I don't like when people touch you.
It's just, I don't know you, man. Like, that's all.
I'm like, no, I fucking hate it. Do not touch him, okay? He's my property, and if you touch him...
It's true. She bought the deed on the Randy last week.
I did. I pulled out my engagement thing because, dude, guys are weird.
Yeah.
Like it's...
And they were weird there,
I can't
by the way.
say, like, he's my boyfriend because people don't take me seriously.
Yeah, they just won't even back. Oh, your boyfriend? Cool. So there's no, like, real commitment.
And then there's questions like, how long have you been dating for? Like, you know, what... Blah, blah, like, blah, blah. And it's like, no. He's my fiance. I'm just saying it. I'm going to marry you anyways. But, like, I'm definitely not going to play that game of, like... my boyfriend's the basis. Like, no, this is not one of those things where I'm like a fucking groupie. Like, no, that is my man, and you're gonna get the fuck away from me.
Yeah, I hate groupers. Actually, I love them, but groupies, nah.
Oh, groupers are
groupers
fish.
Are great, dude.
They're huge.
My friend told me his dad was a diver for the Navy.
Oh wow.
And him and a buddy were out like searching for scallops or treasure hunting or something, like in a dive. And he was coming, his friend was coming, my buddy's dad's friend was coming around the corner of like this big reef. And there was like this like,
wow. That fucker must have been huge.
Super deep sounding whoosh in the water.
Kind of scary.
And he heard it, but he thought it might be far away. Of course, underwater, actually the speed of sound travels faster underwater, I think. Yeah, air's actually pretty bad for sound to travel through. Anyways,
what up? My name's Air.
He like turned the corner and there's a massive grouper fish whose mouth was big enough to fit a fucking like 8-foot man.
Holy
he said
fuck.
It was that big of a fish, and he said he could have just swallowed him inside of the fish. Like the fish could have just went like, whoop,
holy fuck,
and swallowed
dude.
him. It was that big. I was like, wow. You just don't know what you're gonna fucking see in the water. Things are so much bigger under there.
Oh, I wanted to ask you a question. Do you want to like take these with us and do this in Louisiana? Do you think we can do a podcast there? I mean, not with that. Maybe I don't know if we can actually.
We'll see. Let's talk about it later.
Well,
because we're gonna need another piece of technology for that.
Okay, maybe we can like borrow one for making music.
We'll see. We'll have to ask them.
Okay. Anyways, next week is the last week of instrumentality.
Yeah. Actually, it's this weekend.
This weekend. How the fuck?
It just flew by.
Oh my God.
And we even took a week off because I got sick.
Remember when we were just talking about this?
It wasn't even that idea at first either. It was a completely different idea.
Yeah.
Just in February, and now it's the end of May. And that is turning over.
We were fucking jamming last time. Man, these guys definitely need to take instrumentality too because...
Yeah.
I think
I've got everyone pretty hooked. Well, not just me.
Oh, yeah.
You're a very big part of being in there.
Aww.
Yeah,
I know you say that, but...
No, because you... God, I'm dying. Fucking Jewel. Anyways. What was I saying?
You're talking about me.
Yeah. So I was. But in class you fucking kill it, and I mean I throw you into some pretty tense situations for someone who's new, you know? Yeah. Like I'll just be like, "Babe, go get the cajon, you're keeping the beat." And you, like I don't even ask you anymore. I just tell you and you're just like, "Okay." And you got it, and you hold it down for everybody because it's really lost if someone's not hitting something.
I know, and you know what's funny?
Except for Greg. I'm just
you can only hear Greg.
Yeah.
Literally.
Greg's the man, though.
Greg. I love him. I can't wait to see him tonight.
Yeah, we're going to go watch a couple of my students play.
For a little.
At the open mic. Yeah, for a little bit.
They're going to be like, wait, wow, you dressed up.
Yeah.
I literally look like a ball sack in class.
No, you don't.
Well,
You're beautiful literally 1,000% of the time.
Well, you're just nice.
No, I'm not.
Well, I actually put deodorant on today, so win.
Mm-hmm. Oh, man, did I forget? Yeah, I forgot.
Yes, I love this natural scent. But anyways, so proud of you. I'm working on my book a lot more, and I have some emails I'm rolling out and stuff. I definitely needed to digest a lot, and now I feel like I'm on a really good playing field here. But my book I'm going back and reading and changing some things about it, and yeah, and I'm really excited actually now, because I sent a really large email out that just explained to everyone, like, I can't really do the audiobook right now because I don't know, I don't want to do it and then go back and all this stuff. So I felt way better after getting like all these things off my chest and just saying, like, you know, I needed some time. And
you can't fucking build the world.
I know.
At one time.
But, you know, it was something that was it was holding me back, and I just felt myself like, it was just like a push-pull, like, you know, do this, do that, do this, do that. Mm-hmm. But, and then, you know, you're conflicted because you want to give the people what they want, but also at the same time, you need to do what's best for you. And I needed to just say my words and gather my thoughts. And I want to do a 20-minute, like, little weekly thing for my book. So I'll do a little podcast for myself just because I feel like it's going to really help with my audience personally and while I do workshops and speaking and get into that stuff.
It's good practice.
Yeah. A lot of things I need to roll out. Sometimes it feels overwhelming, but at the same time, I'm like, oh, I can do this. It's fine.
I got the best practice from drunk speeches at weddings.
You mean one drunk speech?
Well, I gave another speech at a different wedding.
Oh, really? Whose?
Yeah. A guy I made up in my head.
Wow.
Actually, I practiced Tyler's so many fucking times, and then I got up there, and I couldn't read the words I'd written on my phone because I was pretty sloppy.
That happened at my dad's one.
And I was like, all right, I'm just going to come from the heart on this one.
Aw, you're sweet.
And I had so many people say that was the best speech they'd ever heard.
I've heard.
Yeah, I like reminiscing on it.
And then you drank absinthe. And everyone thought you were cracked out.
Yeah, somebody thought I said acid. I was like, you guys want some absinthe? And everyone was like, what?
Like, acid's
How
that
are you
bad?
straight right now? And I was like,
come on, bro.
I mean, I would not take acid at my brother's wedding. Though.
No, I'm not saying
Jesus
that.
Christ.
I'm not saying you would. I'm just saying fucking people, man. They just, I don't know.
Today's drink of the day is Red Bull for me.
Mine is Beringer Refreshingly Sweet Moscato with a really nice Harley Davidson glass that Julie let me use because she's my baby. Love you, Julie.
Let's get into some stuff.
Yeah,
Let's do it. Where's the board?
Shit, it's over here.
Give me the jewel, please.
Fuck, I didn't even go and I don't even know where mine went.
It's
Dear Malky.
somewhere.
Yeah.
She'll be okay.
Okay, so in the news, we're keeping this light, dude, because sometimes you just need to hear about animals.
Yep. And honestly, a lot of times when you look at the news, it's just such heavy shit.
Yeah.
You should know what the fuck's going on out there, but we're not going to bring you the heavy stuff. We're here to bring you some light stuff.
Yeah. So this is in the news. Mother and ducklings arrive with her 13 babies and pray through New York hospital, and they've been doing it for 12 years.
Yeah, that's super cute.
12 years, this little ducky with all her little ducklings walk through this hospital and just like, what's up? Hi.
That's got to be an uplifter for people
What's
there.
up? Hi. Oh my God. Like, how did they even... What?
That's quacktastic.
Wow. That's so cute.
It is pretty cute.
When it... Every year for 12 years... Like, what is this duck thinking? How did it even get inside the first time?
Somebody
They
probably
just
let
like,
it in.
oh, it's so cute. And then it's
Yeah.
like, I like this place.
I mean, people probably feed it. That's probably why it comes back.
Really? That's a thing? It's a little hot in here.
If somebody fed me, I'd come back.
Oh, yeah, well, I feed you.
Huh?
I feed you.
Yeah, you do. I come back.
I know.
But
I
seriously,
love
if I was just like to walk in somewhere as an animal with the mind of like, you know, because animals think about most of the time it's surviving, which involves eating, sleeping, and fucking. And it's not going there to sleep. A hospital is stressful as fuck. It's not
Yeah.
going there to fuck because ducks have like their own mating rituals and all that shit. So it's probably getting fed some sweet ass bread. And
Some sweet ass bread.
those babies are probably getting some too.
Yeah, little baby ducklings, all 13 of them. 12.
I do love ducks. They're so cute.
They are so cute. I just got my little hunty dog some duck scent stuff. Like, I really got to work on her with her training and work on her nose a little bit because, I mean, dude, you can throw that ball for fucking hours and hours and hours with her, but her nose is going to make her so tired. So I'm really excited. I just have to find the right time. It's been kind of crazy. And then, okay, so that was really cute. What do you guys think about ducks? You like ducks? You like ducks or what?
Wow. I hate when your phone autocorrects to duck you or ducking.
I like it.
Yeah. I don't.
With a duck.
Because I mean fucking.
Well, a fucking duck.
Anyways. Yeah. That's cool. That's really cool. I love those stories where like hospitals have a certain cool thing. Like there's another hospital that they have a horse that they like bring around who like helps make like cancer patients and stuff. You know, they get to pet it and you know, it's like
Animals are the best.
it's like a therapy animal. Like at when your grandma was in the nursing home.
Yeah.
And they had the dog
Rest in peace.
What was the dog's name? Rollo.
Rollo.
Yeah. I don't forget dogs' names.
Wow. No, it wasn't. It was Beggar.
It was Rollo.
It was Rollo.
He was cute. He was an old lab.
So
But,
that was cool.
Yeah.
Hot.
you are.
We have mindset next. Now we're gonna get into some good shit. Do you want to start? I put yours in orange.
Sure. No, you should start.
Okay. So for mindset.
Wait, I want to start.
Okay.
No way, actually, you should start. Let's start at the same time.
You're starting.
All right. So, I want to talk about...
Handing me the jewel. Well, he's gonna blow his lungs out. He just puffs it like a crazy person. Then he's like, "Ugh!"
Jeez.
Love you.
Crackers. Tomatoes.
Pickles?
Just kidding. This says none of that. So, the first thing I want to talk about is the work-life balance.
Cool.
Because I work a day job every day for 8 hours, and I get up at 3:30 to do it.
Yeah.
And I go work my buns off with my father and my brother for Malik Mechanical, which is a...
Very proud of you.
Thanks. I'm proud of myself, too. I'm learning a lot. It's a lot of fucking work, I'll tell you that. just the brain power and the physical aspect. But I get to work outside. I get to work with family, and all the guys down there are cool. But anyways, yeah, work-life balance. It's a really important thing, and a lot of people kind of lose track of that. Especially a lot of people I know that are really talented and they have passions and stuff. And, you know, when they're younger, they're kind of really driven for those passions. But then, you know, they kind of find themselves in a predicament the same way I did. Maybe not the same thing. Hopefully not the same thing. But I'm not going to get into what it is. But they just sort of lose track of the passion and they end up only chasing the money. And I understand that part too. You got to pay your bills. You got to be responsible. You know, you got to stay on top of your shit. And if you want stuff, you have to fucking work for it. You have to save your money and you have to, you know, have money, unfortunately, to fucking make it. And, I mean, I didn't even care about it until fucking recently. Like, I kind of grew up fortunate. Not to say my dad was rich or anything, but, you know, if I got in a situation and I needed help, I had
opposite
help.
of me.
But regardless, you know, I'm a grown ass man now and taking over all my stuff and just trying to like look forward to getting a house, marrying her, you know, being able to get a car if I want, have solid credit, just have everything really solid financially. So, but with all that, it's really easy for me to like just kind of fucking throw the passion off. You know, you get home from work and you're tired and the last thing you want to do is more stuff sometimes. And you know, but I'm not going to go to sleep when I get home. And then you get caught up in stuff, you know, if you got regular people shit to do, you know, like for me, like I don't get home and just pick up the bass immediately. First of all, I'm fucking dirty. So I have to take a shower. I got to eat because I'm hungry because I've been working my butt off all day. And then, you know, by that time, an hour's gone by, and I've only got 4 left, maybe 5, before, like, I absolutely have to go to sleep so that I can function at all for work. So, you know, cramming it all together, and then you get a weekend, you know, and with that, I try to fill my time, too. You know, like this past weekend, pretty much had not a lot of downtime. No. We had an enjoyable time.
We did.
But not a lot of downtime. I mean, Friday was the downtime. We, you know, family and food and music was all on Friday.
So wonderful.
But anyways, I'm getting a little off topic. I think the work-life balance is just a really important thing for everybody to analyze because everybody has interests, and I don't care what they are, but you need to make time for your interests too. You know, you got to make time, and you got to save a little bit of energy. And if you find yourself just working at a job you hate, you're not going to have any fucking energy when you get home.
I agree.
So look at other jobs. You know, a lot of jobs don't require you to have an extreme skill set. I can say, for example, driving. You know, as long as you can pee clean, you can go get your fucking CDL license. And as long as you're not like colorblind and you don't get seizures and shit like that, you can go get your CDL and you can be a driver for like any delivery company. You could be a trucker. Like, that's just an example. Something I've thought about before, you know, if I'm like in a bind and, you know, if I didn't grow up with any skill sets, which thank God I did, because my mother and father are extremely fucking talented. And when you put those two together, you get me and my brother. Which is just in my head like a force to be reckoned with, because my brother can fucking do anything. Like, he can fucking build or fix anything. He can tell you how anything fucking works. Electrical, plumbing, carpentry. He's in his head too, but he's the smartest motherfucker. And I guess I'm more of like the artistic side, but when we combine our brains, it's crazy at work. It's crazy the amount of shit we can get done. But anyways,
don't give up.
You got to divide your work-life balance, and it's hard because it's not going to be even every day. Yeah. But you got to remember, love your job, and if you hate it, fucking find something else, because it's not the end of the world. I don't care who you're friends with at work. I don't care how long you've been there. You have to do it for yourself. Like, I used to be a job jumper because I would go somewhere and get super into it, give 120%, and then kind of find out that, you know, for example, a lot of times, and this is not to say I'm the greatest, but a lot of times I was finding that it was like the group projects in school I was doing, like, I got paired up with people who didn't give a fuck. Yeah. And then I was the one doing all the work, you know, but everybody gets the grade, but I did the work. And you know, and then somebody else gets a fucking pay raise, you know, or whatever, or promotion. And so I just kept jumping jobs, but I got to learn a bunch of different skills and I got to do a bunch of different stuff.
Yeah.
So be happy with your job, you know, because you have to work. If you can, just do what you want. But if you have to do something that you have to do, make it something that you at least like.
Yeah.
You know, because it's out there. I promise you. People say, "Oh, there's no jobs. There's no jobs," but like, you know, there is. And if you are that hard off, go get a temporary job. Like, dude, if you have to fucking work McDonald's, you do it.
I did.
Like, you do it. You have to pay your bills because what are you gonna sit around and be fucking poor? Like, no, you got to like do something. But also on the life side, you got to remember to live your life. You got to remember to take a little time off. Take time to breathe, get some fucking sleep, follow your passions still. You know, like for me, I'm a musician. I was a full-time musician several times over before I've done what I'm doing this year. And just because I'm not right now doesn't make me less of a musician. And it felt that way for a while.
I think it makes you more of a musician, honestly, because, I mean, it's like such a weird, how I think of it is like, not only are you more in tune with yourself to provide music and build confidence in your music skills, I guess. I don't know if I'm saying that right, but
I understand.
You're going to go further. You don't have as much clouding your head all the time. You're working and then you're like, oh, I can pick up the bass, and you're thinking differently. Yeah. And your music is flowing more, and you're not just like every day like, fuck, I gotta pick up the bass and I gotta do this, right? And then what if I don't have it, and this and that. It's like,
it's not constant.
When you pick it up, it's your baby. Like, it's cherished time. That's a musician to me. Like, I'm creating all these things and I'm, doing this and that. It's not somebody like who I don't know, music is a weird thing, but to me it's not somebody who's just like, oh fuck, I gotta do this, oh what if this, what if that.
But it can feel that way too.
Yeah, it can.
Like, I mean, again, sometimes I think I struggle just because I did do it full time before, especially last year on tour. Yeah. And it got to the point where, because with that, it's 24 hours a day.
You're just a musician.
With that, it was like
too much.
It was just a lot. Yeah. And we didn't really, in my head, we could have done it better. If I ever get the chance to tour, hopefully, when I get the chance to tour in the future, it's done better. Yeah. Like, or else I'm not going to do it. Because now I've learned so much from just one experience of almost a year of pretty much nonstop doing it. Mm-hmm. And it's exhausting, man. Yeah. And it can make you not want to play when it comes time, and you and your band or you or whatever have a little downtime to actually like practice and like rehearse or write something new. You're totally fucking uninspired. Yeah. And it can be a really shitty feeling. And I mean, sometimes I think
find your balance.
The other important thing that I really want to say before we move on is that we all have to learn to separate things in the right way and connect them in the right way.
I agree.
Because everything is connected in the universe. Like, it fucking is. There are certain things that I don't believe are connected. And I believe that humans, because we're so smart, we can kind of choose what we want to connect and disconnect.
Yes.
Feelings are harder to manage. But if you can try, you have to try to leave your work day at fucking work. When you get home, that shit doesn't matter. I don't care if it is the entirety of most of your time. When you get home, like, unless you have to do work for the next day or whatever and you have to prepare, like, just put it down for a minute and pick up your passion, or just sit. Like, just sit and do nothing. Winnie the Pooh, taught a valuable lesson about doing nothing and the importance of it. And I believe wholeheartedly that, like, you can be a type of person that's go, 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 go. Like, my brother and Karen, and his wife, are prime examples. But especially, no offense to my dad, but especially Tyler and Karen. Yeah. Like, they barely ever take a little downtime, and like, they're finally taking a vacation. And I bet even there, Tyler's only going to think about What am I missing at work? Damn, my lawn's gonna need to be fucking mowed when I get back. Like, he's gonna be thinking about all this
mow
shit.
his lawn.
And that's actually not a bad idea. It's a really big lawn. But
well, I'll go.
We'll talk about that later. But my point is like, disconnect where you need to, because you cannot leave work still bearing the weight of work and then get home and expect yourself to do anything else.
You have to be able to do that. That is a mental strength that takes building, but it is possible. And
it's practice.
It is practice. And you know what? Like, knowing that is knowing when you can shut off, and being able to do that is so good for everything in life. When you're spending time with your family and friends, you need to not be thinking about these things that don't matter or affect you, and you need to be able to be present.
Yeah, presence. That's really about what it is.
If you're not present, you can be present at your job, but when you come home, be present with yourself, with your family, with your love for what you want to do in the future.
Right.
Yeah, your passions, your hobbies.
It's real easy to let it go. Like, I mean,
stop
we're
yourself.
We're all guilty of it.
Yeah.
But I feel like if you
take a second,
if you get enjoyment out of what you do at your job, then oftentimes you will come home and retain that enjoyment for doing other things. Like, you know, I'm really I was really in a little bit of a rut there, and every musician, artist, creative person I know gets in a fucking rut.
Yeah, everyone everywhere gets in a rut.
Yeah, everyone everywhere. But I just mean especially people who have like a deep passion that they've done for a long time. Like me, I've played music for most of my life. So, and I've taken it very seriously for a lot of my life. And now I'm kind of at a point where, you know, for a little while there when I first got this job, and even before that, I was just kind of questioning, like, is this even what I want to do anymore? Like, maybe there's other stuff. I don't know. You know, I don't know. So it kind of prevented me from even just picking up the bass and just getting to enjoy it.
Yeah.
And really then I realized, like, well, that's just on me. Like, I have to be the one to pick it up and remember the enjoyment, you know, and like, I don't care how tired I am. I'm fucking playing every single day that I can from now on, because yesterday when I did it, and every time I do it, I feel so good. And I'll tell myself, oh, I'll just do it for a little bit, you know, but it's like, it's not a chore. Like,
it's not a chore.
And even chores, I actually like doing chores. Too. I like being productive nonstop as much as I can be. The minute I sit down or lay in bed, it's over. Like, then I'm really tired.
Let's wrap this up.
Anyways, yeah, sorry. Rambled on. But yeah, be present, connect and disconnect where you need to, and retain your work-life balance.
Yeah, it is so crucial. Okay, so good job, babe. That was really good.
Thank you.
I think a lot of people are going to benefit from hearing that.
I think a lot of people fucking feel that shit.
So my mindset is, my little snippet is pretty short, but it's challenging yourself. I think it's very, very critical in everybody's life to set out to challenge yourself to grow. And, you know, doing something that you've always wanted to do is a challenge. A challenge doesn't have to be something that's like, I don't know how, like a team, like one against another, one against yourself. Oh, yeah. It doesn't have to be like
competition.
Yeah, with yourself. I mean, it should be a little bit of competition with yourself, but it doesn't have to be a bad thing. And challenging yourself challenging myself was drums, first and foremost, was a challenge to myself. Starting a business, every single day, there's a challenge to myself, whether it's I can sit in bed or I can go on the computer and I can work on my work. That's a challenge, but you need to learn how to challenge yourself and grow from that. Because if you aren't, then you're staying still, and you need to have a little competition with yourself, because you're not going to grow otherwise. For Randy, he's challenging himself with work-life balance. That's a challenge.
Yeah, or even just work.
Yeah.
His work is a challenge.
Yeah.
Like, it's fucking hard sometimes.
Challenging yourself means you're getting out of your comfort zone. Mm-hmm. You're literally like stepping into this person that you want to become, because it's a challenge to become who you want to become, but working towards little challenges. And the other part I have, which just goes hand in hand, is small wins and working hard for it. Mm-hmm. Because you feel so much better at the end of the day when you're like, man, you know, that's my challenge, but I don't feel like it. And then you do it, and you're working hard, and you're working towards something. Give yourself praise for that shit because
Right.
sometimes it's really hard to do that.
I just want to add, nobody fucking feels like doing that. By
I
the
know.
way, like 90% of the time.
But that's what separates you.
I mean, I feel like at this point, like you really help with this, but I'm a pretty driven person. Like when I want to get shit done, I actually go through.
you do.
I go through to the finish if I can. Like with certain tasks, obviously some of them are easier,
Tasks,
but
yes.
a lot of people fucking struggle with that. So don't think you're alone and think, oh, well, I just don't want to do it. You don't understand. You know?
And it's perfectly normal when you're going through this like phase. Okay, like I just want you to imagine, because you can't imagine because everyone's gone through this, where you're alone and you're sitting there thinking about your future and you're thinking about where you want to be at, and you're kind of like in your head about it, right? You're like, wow, I really want to be there, but how can I get there? And you, instead of going, there's too much, I can't do this.
Right.
That's too far out. I can't do that. I can't. You need to challenge yourself
Guilty.
to be that fucking person because
Right.
that is you. That is you. You are seeing yourself and what you can do. And yeah, of course, not everything goes the same way, but challenge yourself to take that step forward. Write down that idea. Write down that thing that you want because you need to do it. It's going to make you feel so good, and little steps forward. I can't tell you how many people, they just go through their day without thinking like, wow, I just did the dishes. That is awesome. You did that.
Right.
Praise yourself for that, man.
Take that down.
Because when you start loving these little things that you do, the mundane tasks, they don't become mundane. They become exciting. And you start to see everyone else differently for their hard work and what
Right.
they're doing. And you can enjoy it because you're like, wow, I just did that. That feels so good. Oh my God.
Right.
And it becomes habitual. And you're like, oh my God. You start praising yourself. I'm not saying be like whatever, but it is so important to take in what you're doing and give
Yeah.
yourself fucking credit. And then you start seeing other people. Your vibe starts changing. Your energy starts changing.
Mine's out.
Everything.
Thanks.
I got you a new
Nope,
pod.
It's empty.
I got you a new pod.
No, it's empty too.
No?
I didn't mean to interrupt.
What? I just opened that pack. Are you sure?
They're both empty.
What? Okay, weird.
It's fine. I didn't mean to interrupt. Sorry,
Anyways,
people.
so now we're sharing jewels again. So, like, when you are sitting alone in your bed and, you can easily just drift off into this world, which is, by the way, one of my favorite things to do is to daydream because that is when you can really control your thoughts and you can really fucking understand what's going on when you're alone and daydreaming.
You gotta be careful
love
sometimes.
it. Well, that's the thing. That is the thing. Yes, you gotta be careful because when that negative thoughts start
That's when
slipping,
you have to get up and
that's
go
when
do
you
something.
challenge yourself. That is when you challenge yourself and you say, one, write down or think in your head, what did you do today? Grab your phone. 2 things you're proud of yourself for.
Mm-hmm.
They could be the smallest thing. You fucking got up when you didn't have to. You got up and you did something, okay?
Right.
You ate a balanced meal. You complimented somebody. That's
Right.
a big thing.
Yep.
All of these things, when you challenge yourself in that daydreaming state of mind and you actually put forth the effort and you start praising yourself, you're gonna glow.
Yeah.
And it feels weird at first. It feels fucking weird because
I know.
if you're in your head and you're like, you're just like, well, everyone else has this or I feel, bad because whatever your fucking thoughts are, it doesn't matter. You have to start appreciating yourself in order to appreciate other people. Everything that you do, how you walk step by step by step, it becomes a gratitude process. It becomes this challenge is no longer something you look at like, I'm scared. It's like, I'm walking with this. Like,
Right.
I'm walking with my challenge and I'm embracing other people for what they've accomplished. And I'm no longer this person who's like, well, they have this and I don't have this.
Right.
You appreciate it because you see they worked hard because everyone fucking struggles.
Right.
So
And you only see the outcome of their hard work. You don't see what they struggled
what
with to
they've
get
put
there.
into it,
Right.
what they're going through every day in their own head, you know nothing about that situation. So what you can control is yours, and you can control what comes out of your mouth and how you speak to other people and yourself. So start challenging yourself to speak good about yourself, about other people. And if you think somebody's not good for you, cut them out.
Yeah, I just
And-
want to add 2 things. One, I don't even know if it's two things anymore. But one thing, because I'm the kind of guy who, like, I've gotten a lot better at it, but I used to get so in my head about a goal I wanted to accomplish and then see it as it just got so big so quick in my head. It was like a train that traveled at 200 fucking million miles an hour. Damn it. Man. Of course, when I start talking, I knock shit over.
Yeah, just wash it. That was a really good...
No, that's not even my point. I didn't get there yet.
And now he's overthinking. No, I'm kidding. We all spill things, right? But look, you cleaned it up. Good job.
Nobody's fucking perfect.
Nobody's perfect.
What I was going to say is that a lot of times we see the big goal.
Yeah.
And we're like, holy shit, I don't even know how to get there. And then you don't want to try.
Yeah.
But I bet you that just as much as you can see that huge ass goal, you can see that very first step you need to take too. And it's always fucking small as shit.
Step, you have no idea what one step does to bringing you. It could come lightning fucking fast. When you think something so big, one step, you're making connections. You're putting out that energy that's like, I want this. I got this. I'm gonna fucking do that. And when you have that mindset, shit comes. Like, it comes quick sometimes when you can really get in tune with it. My thing is not even about the big stuff. It's just success in general to me is just, you know, it's I go through back and forth in my mind with a lot of things because I think sometimes I get wrapped up in people and I focus on them instead of what I should be focusing on for myself because I'm a giver by nature and I don't know. So that's like my downfall, but I've really started to again, work-life balance. Like I'm here with his mom all day or, you know, I'm going to be booking meetings and doing workshops, which I have to do. But you know, at the same time, it's actually hard for me to like leave his mom. Like, because I don't want her doing all this stuff at the house.
Plus, she's really cool.
I have to separate myself from personal life, which is his family, because I love them so deeply, and my work. And I have homework, and I have schooling, and I have a business I need to run that I've been slacking on because I'm getting used to shit. And I'm trying to put my book and connect everything together, but I see it, and my step was reaching out about workshops and looking at that stuff, gathering all these fucking emails, sending test emails out. And I'm doing that, and that shit takes time and patience, and shit doesn't happen overnight, but it can happen very quickly if you take steps consistently. You're challenging yourself and you stop just going, it's too big, and start going, I can do that.
Shit, it might take you fucking 5, 10, 20 years to achieve your goal,
or it might take you 2 weeks,
but it depends on the goal.
Yeah, but
and sometimes it depends on your environment. And
seriously, goals are good, but don't like think, like, don't get that so locked in your head that you're like, okay, in this amount of years, this, because it could come quicker or it could come faster.
It ain't gonna go the way
don't
you
set
think.
those boundaries for yourself, because your brain automatically is like, okay, well, 2 years and this is this, right? So just eliminate that.
Society does that though too.
And this is new. This is new for you. So start praising yourself. Start complimenting other people. Start loving the steps that you take and looking at the ground you're walking on and be fucking grateful. And start telling yourself, feeding yourself good energy so that you can put it out to others. Yeah. And you're not going to be a fucking sucker of energy, because those are the worst people. Ugh. And you can be. And people feel you.
Everyone can be.
People fucking feel you.
But, yeah. Change
the room.
Yep.
Be that fucking person. Be the person that's smiling and is like, I'll help. I'll do this. I want to do this. What can I do? This. Wow. Oh my God. And giving compliments.
Plus, once you ask, what can I do? Plenty of times, you just start doing it.
Yeah.
Like, that's a big thing.
Just do it.
For me at work, like, because I'm the new guy and I'm going in with like guys who have been there for a while. And I'm finding out even someone as smart and intuitive as fuck, like my brother, sometimes he has no idea what we're doing, and it's just us two on a task, and I'm like, wait, he doesn't even know what to do. But anyways, like, my point is, like, you know, you just gotta ask. Like, you don't want to be the person that rolls in to just get their 8 hours, essentially. no matter what you're doing. Like, you don't want to just, if you're not enjoying it, why the fuck are you there? Like, if you're not helping out and you're not being part of the team.
If you can't think about one happy thought, one positive thought, one fucking feeling of emotion, you really need to set boundaries for your mind. You really need to start
your
walking
physical shit
in fucking gratitude, dude. Start seeing what you fucking have and not the lack of, because the lack mindset will destroy you. You start not feeling anything. You start being jealous. It will sink you into a very, very deep depression.
We've all been there too.
Yeah, but walk with feelings. Have a fucking purpose when you step out of the door. Challenge yourself to walk out the door and have an intention. Have a purpose. Reach out to your best friends and let them know what they've done for you and how much you appreciate them, because that goes a long way.
Just tell them you love them.
Yeah, and the things that they say back to you, people aren't going to say like, wow, you're beautiful and you're this and you're that, and not mean it. Okay? So take compliments. Understand that's you.
And I mean, if you're with an energy sucker, you'll know.
Yeah, and get rid of them.
You'll probably be talking to them and it's just a bunch of I, me, me.
And you're going to be depressed.
Yeah, and then you're going to be like, wow, they're doing
all
these things.
How did I get here? Yeah.
They've got it so good. They're doing all these things. And you think, wow, what am I doing? I'm not doing shit. We've been there too.
Yeah.
It's really easy. So if someone's like that, you can be their friend. You don't got to converse with them. And you don't got to fucking see their Facebook shit either. That's a fucking big bad thing.
Unfollow them.
Stop.
You don't have to block them. Unfollow them.
Y'all, I got too many people like that I used to talk to a lot that, you know, they would see like I'm on tour, for example, and they would just see like I'm only posting the happy shit. It's my highlight reel. That's what Facebook fucking is. It's everyone's highlight reel. Well, I do too sometimes, but certain things I don't need people knowing.
Relatability.
You know, if I get into a legal situation, I'm not telling people that.
Yeah.
So stop that shit too. Stop fucking following people and thinking you have nothing.
Pity.
Yeah, and don't try and get sympathy, because
be relatable. Be fucking you, man. Just be fucking you.
If you really are struggling and you need Facebook, you need like
help.
Maybe help. Yeah.
Not even help, but you need you. You need fucking you, dude.
You need to get off Facebook.
You need you. You need yourself.
Reading a comment that someone posts might change 5 seconds every day, but it is not like a human voice telling you.
You're reading all this stuff when you could be thinking about good things. You could be challenging yourself.
You could be doing some productive shit.
Yeah, you could be doing so much more. So challenge yourself. Definitely start falling in love with yourself more by just accepting your wins, little things, tiny things, because they make a difference. You know, like the moms out there who are single and, you know, they're juggling their kids and they're feeding them and they're fucking pet. You know, that is a full-time job. And sometimes you need to understand, like, as a woman who's a mother and a stay-at-home mom, fuck yeah, you should be proud of yourself. That shit is hard work. You don't get to the luxury of somebody else watching your kids sometimes. You have a full-time job.
Also, you might not even want that shit.
Yeah.
You can't trust people now, man.
But I'm just saying, like, little things, little tiny things, start applauding yourself for. Just say, wow, I did that. I'm really proud of myself.
You know, that's another connection we can make to the universe right now. Mm-hmm. Little things do fucking matter.
They
Small
matter
victories
so
matter.
Much.
And what I'm getting at is, like, if you look at science, everything started with one little tiny thing. A fucking electron, a proton, a molecule, a cell.
Yeah.
Building blocks of life are all extreme, so small we can't even see them with the naked eye. Yeah. Some of them we still can't see without like a fucking particle collider. So that we break apart the smallest things that we can't even see to see what those are made of.
I challenge you.
You know what I mean? That's cool.
I challenge you to love yourself more and walk with intention and purpose, because start recognizing people for who they are, not who you think they are.
Start recognizing yourself for who you want to be,
then
too.
you will see other people the way they are, and you'll be so aware. You'll immediately, you won't be drawn to the negative. You'll be drawn to the positive, and people will look at you differently, and your smile will be differently, and your body will change, and you will glow. So, fuck yeah, be that person, because we're all capable of it. And yeah, that's not to say everyone's mind slips a little. Just know your triggers, guys. Write it down. Fucking stop that shit. Have a day where you're just like, fuck yeah, I'm just gonna lay here, because we all deserve that.
And don't feel fucking guilty if you do.
Don't feel
guilty. I have
guilty.
days where I am not gonna do anything,
because you need it.
and I play Skyrim.
You need it. People are always go on the weekends, when the weekends are meant to rest. That's actually what they're for. Your whole work week, your body needs to recover. Your mind needs to recover.
And a lot of people are like, go, spend, and then they don't have a paycheck on Monday.
Sit still with yourself,
Save your money, y'all.
Get a fucking
you don't need to go the
piece
fuck
of
out every
paper
night.
out. Turn your TV off. Get a piece of paper. Light some fucking candles, dude. Whatever your thing is. Have a beer. Smoke some pot. Chill with yourself. Or like you're myself, kind of. So we chill together, but we haven't even really had that much time to just spend with one another. The other night we stayed up all night, and it was so nice to just talk to you.
Yeah, we just chilled.
We just laughed and talked, and we needed that.
And then we got about 15 minutes of sleep, and we got up and cleaned the shit out of the bedroom.
Which was also, I love you.
No, I love you too, baby.
Because we got to do stuff together.
Oh, you're so beautiful.
You're so handsome.
Oh,
I love this tie-dye going on.
Thanks.
It's fucking awesome.
Yeah, I felt it today.
Jealous.
Mostly I felt it because I only wore the shirt yesterday for an hour.
57 minutes. So let's make these a little quick.
Okay.
So the other mindset was fear. I think we can spend a little time, but all right. So I think we talk about that a lot.
Let's talk about that next time.
Business. Okay. This is a big one for me. Following your intuition and accepting where you're at and working towards whatever you want to. This all ties in together, but accepting where you're at and realizing like you're here for a reason. Okay, what brought you here? Actually, like knowing what you're feeling and thinking about the choices you've made. Don't feel guilty. Don't get mad at yourself.
Don't be ashamed.
Accept where the fuck you're at and then move forward. Because in business, in any business, if you're a cashier, if you're working at McDonald's, if you at Malik, you accept that. You start just following your intuition. If you're hating your job, again, follow your intuition. You know what the fuck is up. We all have that feeling. We all have that first thought, right? That first fucking thought, chapter in my book, first 10 seconds. And the first 10 seconds are the positive, right? You're like, wow, I can really do that. And then after 10 seconds, your brain automatically goes back to comfort. No, I can't do this because this is safe. This is safe.
Usually your safe reasons
are bullshit.
Are fucking stupid, dude.
It's a thing. It's a trigger in your brain. This is psychology, guys. This isn't like something I'm making up. This is a real thing.
Yeah.
You need to know that when your brain is going positive, I can do this, or I don't feel good about this at first, and then maybe your brain is going, well, I've been with him for so long, so this is safe.
Right.
Whatever that is, know that you really do have like seconds before your brain goes boom. Okay, that's a trigger.
It's like an impulse.
Yes, it is. So follow that fucking intuition, that retching gut feeling. If you're thinking about something and you're like, whatever the thought is, and it's just in you, and you're just like, oh man, like I really gotta do this.
In you.
Seriously, it is. It's inside you. You're inside me. So you just have to learn to figure out. You have to get your intuition and start being very, very, very good at acting on that.
Or at least keeping your thoughts rolling. Because there is situations where, you know, I get an intuition and I'm like, well, fuck, I can't literally do anything about that right now. Yeah, but... So you have to roll the thought through your mind all day and keep reminding yourself. Like, you know,
but you can.
I'm just saying, if I'm at work and I want to write a song, I cannot stop at work to write a song.
No.
Like, I'm just using this as an example because it happens almost every day.
That's not an intuition. That's a thought.
But it's an intuition to go pick up a bass, and inspiration only lasts
so that's
so long.
when you come home and you do that.
Oh yeah, I know. That's what I'm getting at.
Oh.
It's like trying to keep your thoughts rolling if you're in a situation where you can't just like act.
Don't get down on yourself for that. Just remember that feeling and then go home, and that's when you be present. You be present with that feeling that you had before. It all intertwines. It all makes sense. But you I don't know. You really you gotta follow your intuitions and you gotta accept where you're at. And the only way to accept things is to just be still with yourself and understand, and don't get so angry at yourself. It's normal to get mad at yourself. It is so normal, but you know what? Get mad and then change it. Okay?
Right, like the Hulk.
If you're like, fuck, I can't believe I just did that. Okay, good. That's good. At least you're feeling something, and then you can correct it.
Right. There's no reason to stay caught up on it.
But don't fucking feel that anger and then just keep getting mad at yourself and throwing punches and leading yourself in that dark fucking hole and then never moving forward. And then every day you're thinking of that same thought and it's eating you alive.
Yep. And
follow your fucking gut.
You become an energy sucker.
10 seconds, guys. Remember that. It's very important because it is a thing. You have to learn how to separate your thoughts and why they're coming into play, because your thoughts are there for a reason.
Excuse me.
And your brain is a trigger, and you have to learn to change the chemistry of your brain and break through those thoughts and do all that stuff. It's hard, but fucking, you know what? You can do it.
You can.
It all starts with positive affirmations.
Starts with
little
one thing.
things. Following your gut, knowing that that's you and it's there for a reason. So, yeah.
When someone says following your gut, I always think someone's like, and the gut just grows legs. And
I don't.
Following it. Sorry.
But that's cute, though. It's really gross.
I don't know about cute.
Follow your intuition. There you go. Gut is a weird word. Yours is importance to saying no.
Yeah. Say no to drugs.
Say no. Because you know what no does? It opens up everything.
Well, I'm a yes man, and I have been my whole life. I have always aimed to please people, and I did not have any boundaries set for a really long time. And then it got me in so much fucking trouble because I would say yes to everything and everyone, and I can only do so many things. I'm only a guy. So a lot of people I know get that way. A lot of us are pretty like empathetic. We want to please people. It's so much easier to please someone than it is to please yourself. But that is why you have to say no sometimes, and you have to weigh out, is this important? What are my priorities? You know, weigh them out. It helps to write a list. It really does. Because when they're in your head, you know, you can think of it and you're like, oh, I got it. But they're not out there for you to constantly be reminded. Put a reminder in your phone. Write it in your notes. Write it on a fucking sticky note and keep that shit with you through the day. Sometimes
it's not about what you have to do. It's about what you have to eliminate.
Yeah.
It's about creating space.
Gaining isn't just getting. Gaining can be also losing.
Mm-hmm.
But you also have to keep your holes filled. Not to sound dirty. But like seriously, I mean, I know a lot of people that are not even just with alcohol or drugs in general, just the equivalent of being a dry drunk. You know, like you stop drinking, but you're still like a bitter person, and you don't fill that hole that you emptied. You know, refill it with good stuff. It takes a while. It takes a while, and some of it sounds so stupid, but saying no to the stuff that is bringing you down, to the people that are bringing you down.
You're allowed to say no. Like in any situation, okay? Even if it offends somebody, it's not your job to make them happy all the time. That's their job, okay? If you can't do something and you're just like, yes, what the fuck are you doing for yourself?
Yep.
If you're just saying yes to everyone, you're saying no to you. You need to say no to others so you can say yes to you.
Yep.
Seriously, like, it's okay. It's hard to say no sometimes because maybe you know somebody or you're like, well, I really want to go to... Just say no, because you know in your head you're going, well, I should really say no, but I feel bad. I'm going to say yes. Say no. Say no.
Yeah.
Say no.
No.
No. Anyways.
So, yeah. That's
it.
Say no sometimes.
And I just have this little last, it's okay to walk away from toxic environments and change, because it is okay to walk away from anything that makes you feel uncomfortable.
Which involves saying no.
Anything that makes you unhappy, anything that you're going to bed at night and is haunting your brain, anything, it's okay to get rid of those thoughts and digest them and get out of uncomfortable environments. And don't force yourself in situations that, you know, being uncomfortable is a good thing when you're challenging yourself, but putting yourself in uncomfortable situations that you know aren't good for you is not good. So you're allowed to just walk away.
Yeah.
You're allowed to leave a room if you don't feel good.
Yep, go home.
You're allowed to do that.
Get out of here.
Don't stress yourself out about fucking bullshit, man. I remember like standing in a few different places and I was like, I'm really uncomfortable. I'm just gonna go. And a lot of times before, I was like scared to leave because I was like, well, what's everyone gonna say? Well, they're gonna ask where I went and this and this and this. But you know what? Like at the end, when you leave, it's like, I don't want to ever go back there. I don't want to be that person. These aren't my people. Or this isn't my happy. Is this who I want to be? You know, just, you're allowed to walk away.
Yeah, is it even what I want to do?
Let it roll off your back, man.
I remember so many times being in that situation, just being like, I don't know, fuck that shit, dude.
Yeah.
I'm fucking
so
loopy.
Well, that's it for today, I think. And we're really sorry that it's been so long, but you know,
we'll be back on it weekly, except for maybe while we're in New Orleans.
Yeah.
We got to see about that because money and shit.
Well, he's just whatever, but yeah.
Whatever, dude.
Okay, I'm just saying. Yeah, I mean, we'll figure it out, right?
But yeah, we will.
All right,
And,
well, maybe we'll just live stream from New Orleans.
Yeah, we hope you guys enjoy and keep listening and
thank you.
Send us stuff. Say
don't.
stuff to us. Send us some submissions and
if this helps you,
tell us what you do. Tell us about yourselves. We want to know who the fuck you are.
Tell us
what's your address?
What you're proud of yourself.
What are you
for.
wearing right now?
Yeah, are you never mind. So yeah, that's it, babe. I think.
What's your social security number?
Give it to me. I'm stealing out your bank information.
What's your key code for the bank?
What's your dog's date of birth?
What kind of strings do you use on your guitar? What
How many pairs of underwear do you have?
Yeah. How many pairs? Mm-hmm. Wow.
How many pair of underwear?
I don't know the right way to say that.
All right, let's get out of here.
All right. Bye.
We got stuff to do.
Love you guys.
Love you.
Peace.